Good evening. The Clark County School District has interviewed now 2 out of 4 candidates for its superintendent job, narrowing down its search after almost a year.
Now, more interviews scheduled to take place tomorrow. 8 News Now education reporter Joshua Pagero was at tonight's interviews. Joshua joins us in the studio with more.
The Clark County School Board wanted to keep its nationwide superintendent search to include candidates with ties to the district. They wanted someone with financial acumen who can increase student achievement and manage a diverse student population.
As my family will tell you, I've dreamed of this ever since walking into my first classroom at Hyde Park Middle School.
John Anzalone works in Washington State as a superintendent for the Camas School District.
We don't need 100 days to listen and learn. When I went to Camas, I did. I needed that time. It's not necessary here, so we can get the ground running right away.
Before that, Anzalone worked at CCSD as an assistant superintendent and a principal at 3 high schools. Friends greeted Anzalone as he walked inside the Greer Education Center. Anzalone discussed how he'd fix the district's financial problems.
We are also dropping in enrollment, and that's, of course, our primary revenue source. So we need to make sure that we are competitive, that our schools can compete with the charters, the privates.
Jesse Walsh came next.
Our educators, our ESPs, our administrators, and our staff consistently demonstrate their dedication to our students.
Walsh is the CEO of Nevada State High School. He was also an assistant superintendent at CCSD. Walsh was asked how he'd fix a number of students graduating high school not being able to read at a proficiency level.
I think it speaks to making sure that we have, 1, the rigor of our instruction at the high school level, as well as 2, really making sure that all of our students at the high school level have the opportunity to participate in the most advanced coursework.
Walsh was also a superintendent for the Paradise Valley Unified School District in Northeast Phoenix. He left that job in the middle of his contract after he and his family faced threats when he closed schools during the pandemic.
We don't improve if we're not listening to feedback, meaningful, constructive feedback, and taking action on it.
Now, both gave a presentation and then did a Q&A with CCSD trustees.
All right, so that's the first 2. What's the next step?
So tomorrow we have 2 more candidate interviews. We have Joan Ebert, who's the state superintendent, and then we have a candidate who's currently the superintendent over at the Lansing School District in Michigan. Okay. And then right after those interviews are done, tomorrow night they're going to pick which 2 out of the 4 are going to advance, and then on March 10th and 11th, there will be another round of interviews, and then by the 13th, we should know who's the next superintendent.
That feels like it's right around the corner.
Yes, it does. Yes.
All right. Joshua, thanks so much for that. You can find more on the 2 additional finalists being interviewed tomorrow, as he just mentioned, on our website at 8newsnow.com.